All right, we got Chris Sims from Pro Football Talk here, and Chris, there's a reason why we have you here, and Mike, and not Mike Florio.
Yeah,
you're more you guys have fun, but you're a little bit more of our liking.
Well, I think what you're alluding to is, I am a believer in Kirk Cousins, right? That's what I am. But the odd thing is here, right? Florio has turned the corner, the page. He's ready to give Kirk Cousins $300 million guaranteed right now. So he has totally changed his tune, and I think between him visiting with Kevin O'Connell over the last 2 years, getting to know him, I think hearing from a few people who he values their offensive, prowess and their quarterback judging, I think it's slowly changed my guy a little bit to where now he is believing in Kirk Cousins.
And the fact that you and Mike Florio had Kevin O'Connell on Pro Football Talk on your show earlier, that provided probably another layer of trust in that conversation. What did you learn from Kevin O'Connell?
Well, that Kevin O'Connell wants Kirk Cousins back, period. I mean, he was, there was no hesitation or anything about that, which he should. I mean, again, Kirk Cousins, is he a superstar? Is he Mahomes, Josh Allen, Burrow? No, okay. But, I mean, there's only a few of those guys in football. You got a good one there, top 10-ish, top 12-ish, certainly, and a guy that, I will sit here once again and tell you that he can bring you to the promised land. He can. Now, you got to have the team around him a little bit, and that's like most guys. And I feel like the Vikings are close. In a lot of ways, I feel like the Vikings were better this past year than the year you guys went, 13-4 and lost to the Giants in the wild card round. This team was better this year. That's why it was unfortunate for Kirk to get hurt.
Yeah, especially, right in the middle of the 5-game win streak.
Exactly.
Goes down,
defense was starting to thrive. He was getting hot, right? It was all working. You whooped the 49ers on a Monday night, right? And then, go to Green Bay, have a big game there. Then the injury happens, and, life wasn't the same.
Well, if Kirk is the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings in 2024, how do you value the backup, understanding that the Vikings were trying to figure that out? It felt like every game this year.
No, they're definitely got to get something that's a proven, sustainable backup type of quarterback, right? I think your team is, you get to a point where your team is good enough to where you go, wait, we got to invest in this area to protect the rest of our football team, right? Now, you got a little bit, I don't want to say lucky. You're lucky in the fact that you had a great offensive mind in Kevin O'Connell that could help that out a little bit this year. But I think with Kirk's age, and then, of course, an Achilles injury. I know he threw footballs on a tennis court yesterday, but that didn't make me go, oh, he's ready for OTAs and spring football and all that. No, there's going to be a little bit of a time here. So that's where they got to protect themselves. In case an injury happens, in case there's maybe a setback in training camp, and now he can't play the first 2 weeks because there's something going on there. Those are the reasons I think they got to invest in that area a little bit.
Moving to the defensive side of the ball, what have you heard, or how would you assess Brian Flores year one?
Well, I've known B. Flo for a long time.
Whenever you say B. Flo, you know B. Flo.
Exactly right. So from back to college days, I've known B. Flo. And I worked with him in New England when I got done playing. He's as tough and as no-nonsense as you're going to get as far as a leader on that side of the ball. And the thing I love about B. Flo, again, I don't think the Vikings defense was super talented. I think he maximized with what he had, right? And that's where I think he's special, is his ability to kind of think outside the box, do different stuff, be creative, right? He's continued to evolve, and, that's one of the reasons I'm a fan of the Vikings, because how could you, in my mind, it's O'Connell's unquestionably one of the 5 best offensive minds in football, and Brian Flores, is up there in the top 5, top 10 defensive minds in football. So I'm a fan of coaching, and I certainly respect those too.
Always fun talking quarterback with the former NFL quarterback. Chris, this was a pleasure. Looking forward to hearing your takes with Mike Florio on Pro Football Talk.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.